Good morning, RFW fans. Let's get into it this morning. Caleb Williams, it's official that Caleb Williams will be the number one pick and the Bears will take him. Let me give you guys some background history on Caleb Williams. His dad said while he was in college, if he wasn't drafted number one overall, he would stay in school. He played for USC. Um, yeah, so that's what his dad said. While he was at the Columbine, he refused to take medical exam for the other 31 teams, which I think was wrong in his book, and doing it because he don't know where he might get drafted down the line. You know that was his dad doing. His dad said he was in control of Caleb Williams' career since he was young. I get that, but like I just said, you don't know where he might go down the line if it don't work out with the Bears. So you always have to keep your options open. This situation remind me of Kawhi Leonard Uncle Dennis, who always spoke out for Kawhi. And saying Kawhi not gonna do this, Kawhi not gonna do that. I understand that you're looking out for that Kawhi uncle was looking out for him, just like Caleb Williams dad looking out for him. But at the end of the day, he's 24 years old, and he should say, "No, Dad, I'm gonna take all these exams that they want me to take because you don't know where I might end up down the line if it don't work. If it don't work out for the Bears, because we all know how this works. But let's say year three, he struggles. Going into year 4, they not sure. Boom, might get traded, and Dan Orlovsky's been saying that if he was the Bears, he would take Jayden Daniels, and I have no problem with that if the Bears decide to go in that route. But me as a Washington Commanders fan, I want Jayden Daniels. Not saying he not gonna have his ups and downs. Every rookie does. Um, yeah, every rookie have their ups and downs. That's just a part of your your rookie season. Getting to know the league. Transition from college to pros. You don't play on just Saturdays anymore. You play on Sundays. With these guys big, strong, and fast than you are. So you have to make that adjustment. And like I've been saying, Caleb Williams is a good player. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player. But you're asking him to lift the franchise, that you want him to come here and turn us into an instant winner. That's not the case. And he's from here. Think about the pressure that's gonna be on this kid. You know, yeah, it's good that your family. It's good that your family have a chance to come and see you. But if you don't play well a couple of games, then they're gonna start criticizing, and it's just too much pressure on this kid to do that. We had what 30 some odd starters at the quarterback position. We just traded Sam Howell, to Seattle for a 6th-round pick. So I wish he would have stayed, but like Pep Hamilton said, Sam Howell will be traded. A couple hours later, Sam Howell was traded to Seattle. So congratulations to him. I hope that he could be their long-term starter, because let's be real, Geno not the long-term answer. He the answer for this year. Then let me get back to Caleb Williams, and I'm gonna throw Jayden Daniels in here as well. Excuse me, guys. Caleb Williams go number 1. Jayden Daniels go number 2. And we know how that go. Both quarterbacks who go 1 and 2, they have some success early on, especially the 2nd-round pick. The 2nd-round pick have little success in his career, while the 1st-round quarterback have a lot of success. Also, we know it depends on where they go. If Caleb Williams go to the Bears made some nice moves. They just got Keenan Allen, so that's a good move on them. Last year they got Montez Sweat. Year before that they got DJ Moore. So the general manager is trying to put the pieces around Caleb Williams to succeed. And from all points that they want Caleb Williams. Now that's a good thing, because like I said, Jayden Daniels, if he comes to us, they always gonna be the battle. Oh, Caleb Williams did this, or Jayden Daniels did this. They always gonna be compared to one. They always gonna be compared to one another throughout their careers. Caleb have a high, Jalen might have a low. It all depends. And both the owner and the GM have to be sold on the pick they about to make, because if they not, that quarterback is set up for failure. I mean, we seen that last year with Bryce Young. The GM wanted Bryce Young, but Frank Wright did. That sounds familiar. So they have to be on the same page. Because he'll be confused. he'd be looking around like, who wanted me? Oh, y'all wanted me, but they did. So now they trying to put the right pieces around Bryce Young. We'll see what happens. Yeah. You know what he done in college, and what all these other guys done in college. Once they get into the league, it doesn't matter anymore. They start from the bottom. Now you had like us. We had the number six draft in 2004. And later on that night on Sports Center, I was watching it, and they said breaking news: we moved up to the second spot, and we got RG3. Like I said, RG3 had a good rookie season. Don't get me wrong, but in that same draft in the fourth round, they took Kirk Cousins. So they kind of knew what they wanted. You had people in the RG3 camp, and you had people in the Kirk Cousins camp. Jay Gruden lied to get the job, saying he could work with RG3, but all in all, he wanted Kirk Cousins to start. But so that's all about like who you know. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And Jay Gruden is related to John Gruden. If his last name wasn't Gruden, he might not have got the job. But since it is, he got the job. And it went bad from down here. And also with Caleb, if you Caleb Williams, you don't want your dad to come where you work and talk to the coaches there, because that happened here as well. And the media got a hold of it. And RG3, when he went to his press conference, he told the reporters, "Don't back up." He said, "That's my family. That's my dad." So RG3 did the right thing in defending his dad, like any son would. All right. Let me see what else. Oh yeah, the Bears should take Caleb Williams. Here's why they should take Caleb Williams. I know they're gonna take him, but here's why they can't miss on this first round pick, because they passed up on the guys that was in previous drafts. They could have had Deshaun Watson. They could have had Patrick Mahomes. But instead they got Trubisky. He did okay. Mitch Trubisky, he did okay. But he didn't get them to the level that they wanted to get to. That's not enough on him. He went to Pittsburgh. He did okay there. Well, what happened? He's now with the Bills. Hopefully that works out for him. I mean, the only time that he gonna see the field if Josh Allen get hurt, and he missed multiple weeks. So the Bears have to get this pick right. Then I heard like Tennessee offensive lineman Taylor Lewan when he said when he was at the Combine, you know, Caleb Williams rubbed him the wrong way. He didn't throw. You know, he said he came off as kind of cocky. Like me personally, I have no problem with Caleb Williams throwing at the Combine. My only problem is when it came to the medical, because all teams gotta have your medical. And you want to come in there, you want to come in there, you want to come into the Bears organization, you know, humble and things like that. Not saying Caleb Williams is not, but if he come in there with the attitude that he's shown at the Columbine, you know, he gonna be in for a rude awakening because you know his O line not gonna want to block for him. I've seen that with RG3 as well. You know, RG3 started running this mouth, and you know his offensive line didn't even help him up. The referee, helped RG3 up. So will Caleb be a good prospect? I mean, a good pro? We shall see. Will Jayden Daniels be a good pro? Be a good pro? Time will tell. But you asking him, like I said, if he come here to be the hometown kid. That's a lot of pressure. And the media is, and how the media is here, they get a hold of something, they ain't gonna let it go. They're gonna keep asking you about it until you finally give them the answer that they want. So my advice to Caleb Williams' dad, don't be like Uncle Dennis, you know. It's alright to have input, but Caleb has to be the one to go in that building every day. He has to look at them guys. He has to look at them guys every day. So you don't want him to. So you don't want him to answer questions like, "Oh, your dad," or "Oh, well, your dad said this, your dad said that." What's your response to that? You don't want that for that kid. And the reason why I say the Bears can't miss because my Paul job is on the line. He know if you don't get, he know if Caleb Williams, if you pass up on him, he know that might be a mistake, and his job might be on the, and his job will be on the line. Ain't no might about it. I mean, like I said, he went to school at USC. You know, Hollywood near there. Hollywood is there. Celebrities is there. You know, USC have a lot of celebrity fans. You know, a la Snoop. Who else? Who else? SCU fan. Will Ferrell and so many other celebrities. I know in 2006 that they was at their practices. You know, they was the hottest thing. They was the hottest thing on TV in '03. How I know? Because I watched it. And I know that when they was in the championship game. I know that was the highest, most watched game, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look that up. Um, where we going? Where we going next? Hold on for a sec. Hold on for a second. For those of you who want to see Caleb Williams pro day, his pro day will be March 20th. That will be. That's what his pro day will be. Jayden Daniels will have his pro day on March the 27th, and Drake May will have his his pro day on the 28th. I know I didn't. I know supposed to be that was supposed to be the fifth thing on the list, but hey, I got that out the way. Now let's talk about Kirk Cousins. Congratulations to Kirk Cousins once again. Hey man, you betted on yourself. Um, you know, we didn't believe in you, so uh, we franchised tag you that 1 year. You had another good year. We franchised you again, and then that summer you signed with the Vikings, guarantee money. And you've been there with them for what 9 years, and you now now you're going to the Falcons. Yeah, is that a good move? We shall see what they think that he's the guy. And do they win the division? Yeah, he know. Yeah, he know. He know Raheem Morris because Kirk Cousins and Raheem Morris, um, Raheem Morris and Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins was the quarterback, and Raheem Morris was our defensive coordinator at the time. So that's a connection right there. Even despite the one playoff win, you know, we could compare him to that because that's what Dak had. The only difference is that Kirk got what 300. Let's say 330 million. Just round at it, and that had 59 million. That probably looking like I'll go 12 and 4. I went 12 and 4 3 years. I had I had the best receiver. Well, one of the best receivers. Y'all gonna pay him, and he got that, and I'm getting 60 million, and we both got the same playoff record. You know, I don't think that they will win. That they will win the NFC South because Tampa Bay won it back to back. This is first year in the conference, and I don't think they're going to win it. Do he make them better? Yes, he make them better because they didn't use their receivers like they supposed to. So now they have their quarterback that they want, who put up numbers, who gets them into the playoffs. Depending on the matchup, he will lose. Like I said, congratulations to him. No, congratulations to him because him and his agent, got him guaranteed money. So credit to him. I want his agent. Whoever Kirk Cousins' agent is, whoever Kirk Cousins, whoever Kirk Cousins' agent is, I want you to represent me too, because his agent remind me of Scott Boras, man. They get their clients paid. And you know about he's 1 in 10 during primetime games. So he has to overcome that. He has to overcome his 1-8 playoff record that he had. So I'm happy that he have his money. Now he has to prove them right, and and get them to where they want to get to. Like I said, Tampa won that division. We don't know what the Saints are going to do. We don't know what the Saints are going to do. Is Derek Carr going to have a bounce back year? Is Bryce Young, if they put the pieces around him, will he start to show what he can do? So it's a lot of questions in the NFC South. Who else? Saquon Barkley. He's officially an Eagle. Excuse me, guys, for stumbling. He's officially an Eagle. So congratulations to him. He's still in our division. Because the Giants didn't want to pay him the money that he deserved. Saquon was their offense. Without their offense, Daniel Jones struggled. Daniel Jones, while Saquon was out, had an opportunity to prove that Daniel Jones was the guy. He did not prove that he was the guy. Yeah, he had a neck injury. He coming off a ACL injury, and we know an ACL injury is a 2-year injury. So we'll see how he come back off of that. Yeah, they got Brian Burns on the defensive side, but I heard Darren Waller might be gone. So it's just so many questions around them. Now you Saquon, you happy because one, you going to one of the best offensive lines that you ever played with. 2, you playing with the best quarterback in the division. I will say by far. And I'm a Jalen Hurts fan as well. I just don't want them to have a good game when he play against us twice a year. But I'm a fan of his. Shout out to Jalen and prove your daughters wrong because they doubt you once again. Chris, can't you say what the real Jalen Hurts stand up? I know you hear all that, Jalen. I know you gonna prove them wrong. Cause that's what you do. You put your head down and go to work. You don't respond to that nonsense. But yeah, you paid Daniel Jones because he had that one good season with Brian Daboll. Brian Daboll was the offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills. He's the one who turned Josh Allen's career around. And the Giants organization, y'all didn't have to pay him yet. Y'all paid him because he beat the Vikings. You ask me, him and Kirk Cousins the same player. Just like Kirk Cousins and Dak is. The only difference is Daniel Jones is young. And y'all didn't even have to pay him yet. Y'all should have let him play out his contract and gave that money to Saquon. Because like I said, Saquon was the offense. Nobody when the reporters came into the Giants locker room, they didn't go to Daniel Jones' locker first. They went to Saquon. They went to Saquon locker first. You know, the lack of disrespect that the Giants showed to Saquon, you know, made him want to join the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. You know, shout out to my boy P. I did that just for him. But yeah, that's who they should have gave it to. That's who they should have gave the money to. So they didn't. He moved on. You know, Friday, late Friday around 4 o'clock. The Steelers, they traded Kenny Pickett to the Eagles. I looked at my TV. I was like, what? That happened? Sure enough, it did. Because Kenny Pickett was upset that Russell Wilson was there in Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett, you did not accomplish what Russell Wilson did. Russell Wilson was drafted in the 3rd round, 2012. Beat out Matt Flynn, who Seattle gave big money to. Beat Matt Flynn out and won the starting job. He went to 2 Super Bowls and he had a good career. He never had a multiple interception career. He had more touchdowns than interceptions. And you mad because he's there? Dude, they chose Mason Rudolph over you. They didn't even let you play in a playoff game. Like I said, they chose Mason Rudolph. You should have been mad at that. But yet you gonna get mad at Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson ain't do anything. He had to jump on. He had to jump on all these guys. So Russell Wilson could sign anywhere he wanted to. And I have to give a shout out to Russell. I have to give a shout out to Russell Wilson for last year. I know his first year was terrible. But his second year was terrible. Not by his standards, but you know, Sean Payton. He didn't even give Russ a chance. So that's why I say um his the 2 years in Denver was terrible. Um, Let me back up a little bit because everybody thought that Aaron Rodgers was coming to Denver. That wasn't the case. He just got Nathaniel Hackett the job because Nathaniel Hackett was Aaron Rodgers' offensive coordinator in Green Bay, and they have a good relationship. Nathaniel Hackett first year was terrible. They fired him. Next year they brought in Sean Payton, and Sean Payton didn't give Russ a chance. Now I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you guys. Russell Wilson shouldn't have asked for the things that he asked for. His own office. You know, his own parking spaces. You shouldn't ask for those things. You have to earn those things, and that just rubs Sean Payton the wrong way. Not only that, but how he put, but by how Russell Wilson played. It was just that simple. Um, so so when they played the Lions, um, he Sean Payton just really had enough, and just got in Russ's ass, the whole season. But that incident stood out to me because he just yelled at him and stuff. Russell Wilson did the right thing, didn't say anything because if Russ said anything, it would have been bad. It would have been bad on both of them. But since Russ ain't say anything, and that's not Russ' personality, he just let Sean Payton. He just let Sean Payton look stupid for doing that. Yeah, he wasn't the guy. Yeah, we know how you want your guys, Sean Payton to follow your script and to do what you ask him to do. We get that, but you gotta understand, Russell Russell Wilson is not Drew Brees. He's not. Short in height, yes, but they not the same player. Drew Brees ran your system perfectly. Russ play off schedule. Drew Brees play on time. Just like you want your other quarterbacks to play on time. Now let me get back to Kenny Pickett for a second. Kenny Pickett, you should have went in there and said, okay, Russ here. Okay, I'm gonna compete for my job. I'm 24, 25. I could be Russ out. Why you ain't take that approach, Kenny Pickett? Isn't that what happened to you last year? That because they didn't choose you, they didn't choose you to start the playoff game. When when all in all, you got to look at it. Mason Rudolph played better than you. Like I said, he got him in to the playoff game. They didn't win the playoff game, but he played better. So now you going to the Eagles. You behind Jalen. The only time you gonna get some playing time if Jalen get hurt. But you're not gonna get no playing time. Even if you struggle, they still gonna ride with you. So how you gonna act? How you gonna act there? 'Cause this a fresh start for you. You could use this as motivation. Don't come in there, man. Don't come in there. Think you're the man. Think you this. Think you that, like you did in Pittsburgh. Because like I said, if you think that Kenny Pickett, you will be humbled when and if Jalen get hurt. That's the only time. My advice to you, Kenny Pickett, come in there, humble yourself, learn the playbook, practice hard, um, you know, sit on the bench, practice your throwing, whatever you need to work on, your throwing, your footwork. You have time to do that. So do it. Shut your mouth. Don't complain. And if you took that approach, Kenny Pickett, that approach I'm telling you to take, you will still be in Pittsburgh right now. Because Russ is 36 and you 24, 25. We're just scared of competition. See, we have to stop telling these guys that they this and they that, because when we tell them that, they believe that. They believe their own press. They believe their own press clippings. That's true for some. And then when things don't go their way, they would throw a hissy fit, like Kenny Pickett did, or in the college realm, transfer. The school you chose, stay there, ride it out. Just be prepared when your number is called. That's all you have to do. Don't go. I know. Don't go. Like Marcus Spears said something. He said, "Don't go to the school. Don't go to the school for the coaches. Go to that school because you wanted to go to that school. Because coaches staff can change. The head coach might leave. The coordinator might leave. The defensive coordinator might leave. So things happen. So stay the course, ride it out, show the new staff that you're capable of winning the job. Point blank period. Where we going next? Yeah. We talking about that. Okay. We talked about the pro day. We talked about pro day. We talked about the pro day. Okay, and okay, here we go. Is the Bills window closed? I say yes, because they got rid of their guys. They got rid of Jordan Poyer. They got rid of Tre'Davious White. They asked Von Miller to restructure his deal. Gabe Davis, he's now with Jacksonville. They released their center, Mitch Morse. They released him. they signed Curtis Samuels. I mean, that's a good move. But who they have left? They have Josh Allen, who can't get it done in big games. We saw that. Let me talk about that for a second. You had home field advantage. Who stood in your way again? Who always stood in your way? Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes beat you at Arrowhead. He beat you at Joe Stadium. Who else beat you at your stadium? Joe Burrow, and he didn't even play this year because of injury. Who beat you this year? Jalen Hurts beat you this year. When the game was on the line, Josh Allen, you failed. You and your receiver, Gabe Davis, was on the wrong page. That's why I wasn't mad. Like I said to myself, okay, once Philly kicked that field goal, I said they got him right where they wanted him at. Because Jalen made the plays that Josh Allen did. Josh Allen made plays in made plays the first quarter, the second quarter, and the third quarter. The fourth quarter is when they really count the most. Yeah, you could beat everybody else in the league, but you can't beat the top tier quarterback. And Damian Woody said you top. Damian Woody said you top 3, not top 3. I'm sorry, you're not. You're a good player, but you're not top 3. I don't know where to put you at. All I know when they come to the elite guys, you can't beat them. They beat you more than you beat them. Everything was in your favor, Josh Allen. You didn't deliver. So what they gonna do with Stephon Diggs? Do they trade him? Do they ask him to restructure? I don't think if they ask him to restructure, he will accept that. I think he will ask for a trade. Because when he was unhappy with the Vikings, what he do? Ask for a trade. Talking about Kirk Cousins putting up numbers, which I agree with. Kirk Cousins put up numbers, but he can't. But Kirk Cousins can't deliver in the playoffs. He's one and done, just like Dak one and done. And Josh Allen, he make it to the second round, but he don't advance past that point. The 3 guys I named ahead of him went to the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, and Patrick Mahomes. Them 3 guys went to the Super Bowl. And Josh Allen did. So that said something. Where the Bills release their own players. Will Josh Allen get it done? From where I'm sitting, I'ma say no, because like I said, he can't even beat the elite guys. Them 3 guys always will always have the advantage over him because when the game was on the line, you really gotta have it. He score or they make a good throw. They make it. He doesn't. He missed it. So they just might get rid of Stefon Diggs because he was so upset the previous season where he just got in Josh Allen there. Josh Allen didn't say anything. He left training camp without saying anything. Then it came. Then later in the week, he came back, said that everything was fine. It wasn't fine. They want him gone. They not gonna say it publicly. I said for him, they want him gone. He wanted to be gone. So they didn't make the move for nothing. Von Miller, he's a two-time champion. So he has nothing to prove. He not what he once was, and this is what second year coming off of an ACL injury. So like I said, Von Miller don't have nothing to prove. He's the future Hall of Famer. So where Stefon Diggs go, I don't know. Maybe when I turn the TV back on, maybe he might be traded. Who knows? Cause they clean the house. The only one they didn't clean house was Josh Allen, cause they signed him to that big deal. Whoever they get in the draft, a couple of receivers in the draft. That's when Stefon Diggs might be gone. I'm just being real with you guys. He tired of them and they tired of him. So eventually they gonna go their separate ways. But where did he go? Y'all let me know where he goes. The Saints maybe. Who else? Seattle maybe. Who knows? They're not gonna trade him within the division. So somewhere in the AFC, Carolina, no, because you're dealing with a second-year quarterback, and you don't want Stefon Diggs to throw a tantrum when he don't get the ball. It's other guys on the team. Besides you, Stefon Diggs, who need the ball as well. Yeah, you're the number one guy, but teams are gonna take you away. So I don't know where he goes. I just threw a couple of team names out there. He's not going back to the Vikings. So somewhere in the AFC, somewhere in the NFC East, or somewhere in the NFC. Um, Let me see. Now who? Now let me tell you guys who all got traded that I didn't talk about. Josh Jacobs, he got signed. He signed with Green Bay. 4 years, $48 million. Aaron Jones, he signed with the Vikings for a 1 year deal, $7 million. Andy Dalton also signed with the Vikings, 1 year, $10 million. Who else? Austin Eckler, he signed with us. Zach Ertz signed with us as well. Bobby Wagner signed with us as well. So I like the signings we made. It's all about now putting it all together. And we got a couple of Dallas players. We got their center, and we got their DN. So, like I said, it's all about for us putting it together. But I am excited to see how it all comes together. You know, guys, I'm looking forward to step up for us. I know I said it last year. I'm looking for Jahan Dawson. I'm looking forward to him step up. I'm looking for De'Ami Brown to step up. I'm looking for Cole Turner to step up because I respect Zach Ertz, but what does Zach Ertz have left? We will find out. Cole Turner, this your opportunity. This your opportunity to prove that you should start over Zach Ertz. You younger. You haven't had that many injuries, so all you had to do was just work on your blocking. So I hope you work on your blocking and continue to do so. Yeah, yeah. What else I had for you guys? Tyron Smith, he signed with the Jets for a 1 year deal. Don't know how much. The Ravens, they traded Morgan Moses to the Jets. Who else? Jimmy G going to the Rams. Who else? Who else? Dallas, they released Michael Goddard. They released Michael Gallup. Excuse me. They released Michael Gallup. They released Van Der Esch last Friday. So, Mike Williams got released from the Chargers. Keenan Allen signed with the Bears. Like I said in this video. Who else? Who else got signed? Like I said, also Brian Burns, he signed with the Giants. Who else signed with the Giants? Drew Lock, he signed with the Giants. Who else? Hollywood Brown signed with the Chiefs. So it's a lot of moves that was made around the league. Matt Jones got traded to Jacksonville. Now let me talk about that situation. Alright, Trevor Lawrence. This is your chance to prove that you are better than Matt Jones. Because by this move, you ask me, is that some in the organization believe you're the guy, some don't. And the some that don't, you gotta prove to them that you are. Trevor Lawrence, you have everything to lose. Matt Jones have everything to gain. Because yes, Matt Jones, his first year had a good year. His second year, Bill Belichick screwed it up. You had Matt Patricia and Joe Judge as his offensive coordinators. So he had two people in his ear. So and every time he came on the sideline, he was frustrated. And so I know he's the happiest dude that he's out of New England. And then plus, you feeling the shoes and four-time Brady, 6th round pick. Won 6 rings with the franchise. Cam did a good job. But he's not Tom Brady either. Cam's a good dude. Congrats, keep doing your thing on your podcast. I saw that. I saw the first episode and I will subscribe to your channel. But yeah, none of them guys will play Tom Brady. Now, with that whole aspect, when Tom Brady was there, as his final years was wearing down, Bill Belichick wanted to go with Jimmy G. But Robert Kraft stepped in and said no. He wasn't going to have it. So Robert Kraft, excuse me guys, Robert Kraft, he chose Brady, and Bill had no choice but to trade Jimmy G to the 49ers. And Bill wasn't happy about that. Brady won that one. But that's why I think that Bill Belichick got fired this year, because he's an outstanding defensive coordinator. He knows the game inside and out. He will always quiz his guys. Oh well, who was the name of this player? Who was the name of that player? What would you do in this situation? What would you do in that situation? He always kept his guys on their toes. And you don't build a system around one player. You change your game plan every week, which they did. Sometimes they ran the ball more than they threw the ball. Some games they threw the ball. So you never know what you was going to get. You still had to prepare for it. And Bill Belichick did an outstanding job. with that. Nobody could say that he did, because he did. And these owners, let me be real with you guys. These owners want control of their franchise back. Look what Jeffrey Lurie did when he fired Chip Kelly. He got his franchise back. All these guys want their franchise back because they miss what it was like being in charge. You know, they gave it over. They gave it over to the coaches, but nah. They say I want that feeling. They say I want that feeling back. They miss it. They competitors too. So, and all the coaches that was coaching this past year was fired. I know they were scared to death because it's been 24 years since Bill Belichick was ever on the market. This year, Bill Belichick was on the market. He could have went anywhere he wanted to, and I know them coaches was scared to death of losing their job. You can't tell me you wasn't, because when you have a 7-time Super Bowl champion out there, oh yeah, and he's better at executing in the big games. Hell, he was on the Hill. I don't know if he's still on the rules committee, but if he is, he knows all the NFL rules. And let me go back to the Jacksonville Jaguars for a second. They started out 9-3. They finished 9-8. They wasn't happy about that. So you ask me who had the worst stretch last year? I'm gonna go with the Jacksonville. They started out 9-3. They finished 9-8. Yeah, the Eagles had a bad stretch. But they won 11 games. And you had Nick Sirianni, he said he didn't know what happened. So, something went on in the locker room. We don't know what it is. But, before they left for the off season, he said he gonna be in the defensive meetings more. Howie Roseman said he gonna get some more dogs on the defense. So and when he say that he will deliver, Howie remind me of Mike Rizzo. Mike Rizzo always trying to make the Nationals better. He don't stand pat. He gonna tweak it. During before the season, during the season, and in the middle of the season, because that's when you can add more guys to the playoff roster. You can do that. So, and that's what Mike Rizzo does. And that's what Howie Roseman do for the Eagles. You can't get mad at it. All you gotta do is all you can do is appreciate it. So make your team better, just like Howie make his team better. What's different from you and him? What's different? Nothing. Hold on, guys. Yeah, use the bath. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, Nick Sirianni knew after last year going into this year, his job was on the line, and it is because of how they performed down the stretch. Yeah, they was in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. That's good. That's great. But they didn't they didn't accomplish what they want to accomplish. So that's why Nick Sirianni's job is on the line. You heard Bill Belichick name mentioned at that job. You heard Bill Belichick name mentioned with the Falcons. So a couple of those guys, Bill Belichick was mentioned for those coaching positions. We didn't know like last year if Mike Tomlin was coming back or not. But, when Brooke asked him, the reporter Brooke asked him about his contract, he just looked at her and walked off because he didn't want to answer that question. Or say something that he would have to apologize for later. Just like Sean Payton did when he got to Denver, talk about Nathaniel Hackett was a bad coach. It's one thing to feel that way. It's another thing to say. True. Was he a bad coach or was he not ready for that position? He wasn't ready for that position. He got the job because who he know. That's not just in football. That's real life. Set of your hard work speaking for itself and your merit. They're gonna give it to somebody they know. Can you knock them for that? No. But also, if they're not ready for the job, you gotta say, hey, look, you're not ready for this opportunity. This opportunity too big for you. Will Nathaniel Hackett get another coaching job? He may not. Some guys not cut out to be head coaches. Some are better being a defensive coordinator, wide receiver coach, tight end coach, any other position on the coaching staff. They equip with that guy. I mean, that role fit them. Hell, you look at Eric Spoelstra. He was the Miami video guy. For years and years and years. Pat Riley saw something in him and said, "Hey, you could coach." And the rest of that is history. So, like I said, it's about who you know and the relationship you built. Cliff Kingsbury, excuse me. He He know Justin Fields. He know Kyler Murray. He know Caleb Williams. That's why people had Caleb Williams come here, because of his relationship with Cliff Kingsbury. I doubt that he will come here now, because the Bears traded Justin Fields. And like I said in this video, I'm about to end it pretty soon, but the Bears can't miss. If they miss, they go through this cycle over and over again, and the fans will continue to lose hope. And the Bears, like oh man, we never gonna get the right guy for us, far as the quarterback position goes. Chicago is a passionate fan base, just like all other fan bases are passionate about their teams. We're gonna praise you when you do good, but we're gonna get on you when you do bad. That's every fan base. I don't care if it's football, basketball, hockey, soccer, or if it's the World Cup. Um, we will criticize the women and the men. I watch the women more than I do the men, because the women do win. The men don't. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead on and end this video right here. Y'all let me know what y'all think, how I did. All comments are good comments. They not bad. So just let me know what I can improve on. And that, see y'all next time. Peace.